Ukraine has just executed a daring helicopter assault on Pokrovsk, made public on October 31st. The operation was extraordinary. The special operators of Ukraine's main director, intelligence or HUR, landed directly on the contact line using helicopters. It's almost unbelievable, undeniably bold. So, big question. But why Ukraine conducts such a helicopter insertion? Well, to be honest, there are several hypotheses that we will explore in this video later. First of all, the operation occurred in the northwest of Pokrovsk. It looks like the echo of the Ukrainian Black Hawk Down. Till now, some commentators call it as the act of the desperation, while the others praise its audacity. So, today, in this video, we will walk through in by details. This is the first helicopter air assaults we have seen in the Ukraine war since Ukraine's March 2024 raid on the village of the Kazinka Burgar. In that earlier raid, Ukraine flew in by Black Hawk, landed on the front line, moved into the settlement, and then engaged into the street fighting. In that raid, Ukraine showed the world that they are available and they have availability to use limited helicopters to rapidly place the infantry into the front line. Unfortunately, in some cases, the helicopters were subsequently lost. Ladies and gentlemen, please take into account that reinforcing Pokrovsk is extremely hard. Supply routes are being watched by Russian drone, meaning any vehicle's movements can be destroyed or displaced. The alternative is 15 to 20 kilometers foot march. Meanwhile, drones circle overhead, which is completely dangerous. So let's analyze the unusual combat footage in this video. Most analysts date the action to October 29th rather than October 31st, the date that combat footage released. According to Reuters, the operation was overseen personally by Mr. Budanov, who is the head of the Ukraine's military intelligence since 2020. And also, he is famous for directing several covert actions against Russian military. Budanov's view is that Ukraine must lean on the guerrilla-style tactics, roughly Ukrainians' analog to SAS operation in World War II. Here, the scene here appears to have been filmed by Russian drone, which is a crucial detail. The footage later zooms and appears to show a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter, the same aircraft type that used in the Ukraine's March 2020. More or less 20,000 people helped to raise the money, and the helicopters were put into the Ukrainian military quickly. With drones prowling over Pokrovsk, ambushing the vehicles on the road, and obstructing the infantry movements, inserting troops using helicopters may be no crazier than trying to send armor relief column in the front line. According to this video, now counting the troops dropped, I see 4 operator exit on the right side and 5 on the left. 9 in total. Till the video is fuzzy and 2 more jump off at the end. So that brings the total to 11 HUR paratroopers landing right under the enemy's nose, which exactly fits Black Hawk's seat capacity of 11. So then the helicopter leaves calmly and soldiers and the units sprint into the ground and grouped together. If only show that clip, you could spin a propaganda that Ukrainians are trying to use human shield to manage this raid. Then, according to this video, the soldiers and the units split in two groups. The first group trying to get closer to industrial part, and the second group trying to get closer to the gas station. This video demonstrates the world that even though we are living in 2025, but yet we can use the helicopter assault in such kind of raid and war. So what can just 11 Ukrainian special troops accomplish in the wider battle for Pokrovsk? Well, that's the key question. There are too many clues that they were not acting alone. A fiber optic Russian drone lying in with a Ukrainian supply road recorded one Black Hawk landed, and immediately after another, giving visual evidence that at least two Black Hawk landed. So in the age of the drone, what isn't recorded is more important. There are some sources that mention more Black Hawk landed, but we cannot verify it. But if true, it would imply a whole platoon of special forces was inserted in that part of the battlefield. Officially, Ukrainian forces state that this operation helped them to improve their tactical position in several blocks and areas in Pokrovsk. So, to verify this claim, we consult 3D mappings. The helicopter landed in the northwest of Pokrovsk. Multiple geolocation corroborate this, and the operation ran southwest toward industrial complex. As you can see on the map, that is the axis of the assault. It suggests the Ukrainians aim to secure the key intersections and supply route, and confirms Russians held that area. However, the raid was not an unqualified success. A Russian drone was filming the Ukrainian helicopter unloading its troops to the battlefield. According to the Russia, a thermal Russian drone hunted them down and hitting at least 4 or 5 of them. Later, Russia claimed that they hit Ukrainian helicopter and all its troops, but as we have seen, the combat footage cannot confirm this. They just hit some point close to the landed area in the Pokrovsk. Even if we consider the death of the 4 or 5 Ukrainian troops, roughly 28 Ukrainian operators remained in the battlefield in Pokrovsk. But to be honest, the raid had little to no effect on Pokrovsk western front as Russian forces kept advancing. A Ukrainian journalist, Yuriy Butusov, wrote that landing two squads in open terrain under enemy drones was a tactical mistake, since such small units cannot change the course of the battle involving multiple brigades. He also added that failures are hidden behind PR, and elite troops are repeatedly sent on risky missions without revealing real losses or outcomes. So what were the operation's objectives? Well, we can mention 3 objectives for this operation. First of all, to secure the supply line. But as we have seen, drone already dominate the North Pokrovsk area, so a handful of special operators likely can't alter that. The second one could be reinforce the Pokrovsk and hold exit long enough for forces to withdraw. This seems the most plausible justification for a high-risk insertion. And the last and the third one, it might have been a first wave to penetrate Russian position north of Pokrovsk to prepare a larger assault in the future. A less likely scenario, but not impossible, in my opinion. Ultimately, I view this as a bold, high-risk special forces action born of a desperate situation. Even so, what can a few dozen operators accomplish? That's all for today. Thank you so much. Have a good day.